So here I am in Fort William. Unfortunately, there's no fort. It's gone. All I've got is this very large green space around me, and this little gateway, the Sally Port. Apparently, a little gateway for the soldiers to go down, get their supplies, reinforce their fortress here. But yeah, no fort anymore. So got to find somewhere else to go, I guess. Just outside the youth hostel in Glen Nevis. I've been staying here, going to be staying here for 3 days, and just in the background I'm going to head down my little post box, got my little postcards, I'm going to send those off in a moment, and then straight up a little footbridge just behind me and up to my Ben Nevis trek. Should be one straight path, or one path at least, zigzagging at times, but we'll see how it goes on this little trek today. So across this little footbridge, and you can hear this beautiful stream just below me, and then back to the youth hostel, and then up to Heavenly High Mountain somewhere up there. This is the view back down to the youth hostel and footbridge I crossed a moment ago, along a fairly steep and really clear path. Crosses over a number of streams, a series of footbridges, and eventually up to a marker point you'll see in just a moment. So just got up to the point where two paths combine into one. That's from the youth hostel to the other local path going on a slightly less steep slope. Hasn't taken too long, about 25 minutes to get up here. It's definitely adjoining paths. It's down there, and this little marker point also shows where the youth hostel path diverges off, and then the other path goes down towards, I guess, closer to Fort William. Lots of flies at the moment, so anytime I stand around, lots more flies coming down. Hopefully not too many more flies, or midges as they say up in Scotland, on the way up. So let's carry on the journey. So I've come up the main pathway from that youth hostel. It's pretty much solid granite steps all the way up, and then I've come up to a very long path just behind me, which will eventually take me up to somewhere in the distance up there into the cloud cover, which I can't really see. It's a bit of an overcast, cloudy day. Clouds rolling off the hills at the moment. A little bit of drizzle and a lot of sweat. This is your view of the pathway I've been walking along, where it comes up to the major landmark, this very large lake in the background. There's also a junction here that splits off away from Ben Nevis. However, I'll be ascending this next pathway and up into the very low cloud cover. So just got a moment when the cloud cover has lifted, and I got beautiful views all going all the way back down towards Fort William. And hopefully a nice clear day ahead of me. So at the moment that cloud is coming back again, and the views up to the top just being shrouded in mist and haze. So just a few seconds later, cloud again and snow behind me. I'm going to go up through that pathway that way. So getting closer to the top, and got these three pillars in the background there. That's kind of just to tell you not to go anywhere near this precipice, this gully down here on the right hand side, but it's really close to the main path, so fairly dangerous. Here it's snowing and you can't see where you're going, very dark, so stick to the path whatever you do with those cairns or cairns in the background. So after about 3.5 hours of steady climbing, I finally reached the summit of Ben Nevis. As you can see, it's very cloudy and fairly busy as well, with people waiting to get a glimpse through the clouds and hopefully have that cloud cover lift. It's also really, really cold and fairly wet at times, so just be careful of that if you are coming up, and prepare in advance. So finally made it to the top on this beautiful sunny day. All around me just haze. And just to prove it is the top, I have this little pinnacle thing here, and some sort of shout it in the background as well. But clearest of days. But there you go, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. There's so many people on this path already, so you loop down towards the exit down there. All those little dots, little weaving people. So, from London to Fort William, fucking midges. Don't wear shorts when it's dusk. There we are, little shorts. Being attacked by midges, so I'm going to head back down to my youth hostel before I get assassinated by these bloody creatures.